describing figurative language. This is something we did at the end of school year. It's the more difficult question to answer in Cambridge, but let's have another look at it, because on Friday you'll need to answer some questions like this. Imagery, atmosphere, and effect. When a writer uses figurative language, they're trying to paint a picture with their words, a picture that the reader can see in their mind's eye. The figurative language can help the reader to visualize what something looks like, which is imagery, what it feels like to be there, the atmosphere of the scene, or it helps the reader to experience the impact of something, the effect that it has on the reader. Let's look at imagery. What something looks like. The sun was an orange egg yolk sliding slowly towards the horizon. Why has the writer chosen this figurative language? Well, let's analyze it. First, what thing is being described? When we look at the sentence, we can see he's describing the sun. Next, what type of figurative language is used? Well, the sun was an orange egg yolk. This is a metaphor. Then, what is the sun actually being described as in this metaphor? Well, the sun was an orange egg yolk. Okay? So, why does the sun look like an orange egg yolk? The sun looking like an orange egg yolk. Wait, the sun is often described as hot and burning. So does the writer want to describe how hot the sun is? No. So what does the writer want to describe? Is he trying to describe the sun's shape because an egg yolk is round like the sun? Well, if he wanted to describe something round, why didn't he choose a burning ball of lava? Because that would be more similar to a round sun that's really, really hot. Well, the writer doesn't want to describe the sun as being very hot, or the sort of violence of a lava ball. So, the sun is round, like an egg yolk, but it's not burning hot. Then, what is he trying to paint a picture of? This. He's trying to make the sun seem like a pleasantly warm sun, a nice sun, not a burning hot sun in a desert. By the way, why is the sun orange and not yellow? Egg yolks are usually yellow, aren't they? Well, you might have noticed because it's sliding towards the horizon. If the sun is going towards the horizon, the sun is setting. It's near the horizon. The sun always turns orangey, red, or some color like that at sunset. So, a setting sun is nice and warm and pleasant. But why an egg yolk? Well, what is an egg yolk like? We have to think, why has the writer chosen this metaphor? Why is the sun like an egg yolk? Well, an egg yolk is soft, it's kind of liquidy. Some people think it's delicious, it's nice if you like to eat eggs. So the writer wants the reader to understand that the setting sun is not hot with fierce blazing heat like a ball of lava. He wants us to see the sun as a warm, gentle, soft ball of loveliness, something that's nice, like a sunset. Oh, I forgot to mention that it's liquid. Okay, eggs are liquidy. Is the sun a liquid? No, it's more of a gas ball, isn't it? So what about the rest of the sentence? Sliding slowly towards the horizon. Ah, yeah, it's setting, isn't it? The sun is setting. Egg yolks can be runny and liquidy, so they can slide around, can't they? So the writer carefully chose an egg yolk for the following reasons. First, they're round, like the sun. Second, egg yolks are yellow and the sun is yellow, or in this case, he's described it as orange because it's sunset. And eggs are not screaming hot. They're nice and warm and liquidy, and he wants the sun to be nice and warm. So we're finished. We've done it. No, we haven't. Yeah, that question. Why has the writer chosen this figurative language? We've thought about it, but we haven't written our answer yet. So this is how we write it. The writer uses the metaphor an orange egg yolk to describe the setting sun, so the reader can imagine the sun is gentle, warm, and pleasant like an egg yolk. Now let's not forget it's runny and liquidy, so we add a little bit more. Also, because eggs are liquid, this helps the imagery of the sun sliding slowly towards the horizon. If you imagine a runny egg on your plate, it slides around in a sort of slow way. So there. Now we are finished with that answer. We've done it, and we've just scored 2 points from Cambridge, maybe 3. So, the questions on the Cambridge tests. Cambridge usually ask these types of questions like this. They might say something like, in your own words, why has the writer described the sun as an orange egg yolk? And then you'd give that answer. Or they might write, in your own words, explain the meaning and the effect of the metaphor in line 12, for example. Or something similar. Always look for how many points the question is worth. If it's worth 2 or 3, then you know you're going to have to work hard and think hard in order to get all of those points. You can't just give a short, simple answer. Now, let's have one more try before you do it yourself. So, in your own words, explain the meaning and the effect of the following. The wind beat upon the small house like 1,000 furious fists. Now, think first. What thing is being described? What figurative language is being used to describe it? What imagery or atmosphere or effect is the writer trying to make the reader see or feel? And then we get to, why is this figurative language most suitable? Why has the writer chosen this language? So, pause the video, write your answers down first before you go to the next slide. Try it. See how you do. Okay, if you've written your answer, here's one possible answer to the wind beat upon the small house like 1,000 furious fists. The writer uses the simile. It's a simile. It has the word like in it. Uses the simile like 1,000 furious fists to describe the wind so the reader can imagine the power and violence of the wind. Okay, 1,000 furious fists really is trying to describe this sort of horrible, terrible violence that's being beaten on the house, because 1,000 furious fists would cause a lot of damage. Okay? And also there are these other words in the sentence, beat and furious. The words beat and furious, these emphasize how frightening it is. The writer is probably trying to tell us that this is a horrible situation to be in. It's frightening. It's terrible. So, if you came up with some kind of answer like that, where you've mentioned that it's a simile, you're mentioning that 1,000 furious fists is trying to say that the wind was strong, powerful, something like that, you're going in the right direction. And to make sure you get the last few points, if there's any other adjectives or adverbs in the sentence which emphasize something, mention those. Beat and furious, a verb, and adjective here, emphasize how frightening this is. Now, you try. In your own words, explain the meaning and the effect of the following sentence. When she sang, her voice was an angel's lullaby, filling me with calm. So, you need to think about that, analyze each little piece, and then put it together in a similar way that we just practiced. After that, do the second one. In your own words, why has the writer described the sand dunes as an endless ocean of hopelessness? Here is the sentence. The sand dunes stretched to every horizon like an endless ocean of hopelessness. Analyze that, piece it together, and write your answer down. All of the answers to these two questions here, please write your answers in the Google Classroom. And don't forget, I want you, after you've posted your two sentences or your two answers, to comment on your classmates' answers too. That's an important thing I want you to do. Okay? Remember, you should do this today because tomorrow is the test. So this is your only chance to practice and get some feedback from your classmates. I will also try to comment on as many as I can. So do them as fast as you can today, and you might get some feedback from me. That's all. Goodbye.